it's not only just about a taraib as a ribs, you know. So the taraib simply, in general, they are the breast bones. They are the ribs. But in here, it's coming specifically about the location of the necklace. So now this Abdul, in his article, he's trying to convince us that the Quran is not saying that women have semen, and you will see that he starts saying, speaking about that women have a tube, and that tube where the water fluid came from. So he's trying to make it about a water fluid. Yes, it's about water fluid, I agree. Muhammad, he think it's a water fluid, but he think it's coming from the ribs. You notice in here, guys, when he translate to us the uh, the chapter, the verse, look what he says. So let the man consider from what he is created. He is created from emitted fluid that issued from between the sulb and the turab. Question, Abdul. Why you don't translate what sulb mean? Like, when you put the word sulb here without translating it, what's the point? If nobody speak Arabic and you are, so why you are putting the word there? Why you translate all the sentences, all the phrases, but still the word sulb and tara'ib did not? Because simply he don't want to give you the meaning. Look, what he will try now, he will tell you, okay, tara'ib, sulb, it's about male part, is what he says, and tara'ib is referred to female part. He's saying that Mr. Wood, he understood this as etc. But the fact I showed you that this is not what Mr. Wood he said. This is what Yusuf Ali said. But anyway, now he's saying to you the word tara'ib only be applied for female, but he will not tell us what tara'ib mean. And later he will try to convince us that the word tara'ib, it's a tube, which is connected to the vagina, which we can see in this image actually here. Let us see, where is the image in Yahoo? Here we go. Okay, this is the tube he's talking about. Now, what does this have to do with the reps? You see, do you see how they play games? He will not tell us what tara'ib mean because he will try to make the tara'ib as if it is this tube, which is connected to the vagina. It's part of the sexual organ of the women. But this is not what the Quran is talking about. This is why in all his article he keep repeating himself, tara'ib, 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 but he will never tell you what tara'ib is. Or what he will say to you, tara'ib is a female body part. Wow. And sulb, it's a refer for male body part. Thank you very much. So what it is, and look what he said. Ibn Kathir state, and I like it now, as long as he says Ibn Kathir, it means he accepts Ibn Kathir. It refers to the sulb of the man and the tara'ib of the women. Correct? Okay. As long you quote Ibn Kathir, why you don't tell us what a sulb is according to Ibn Kathir? Why you keep repeating the word sulb? Why you keep repeating the word tara'ib? Here we go, Ibn Kathir. Here we go. Here we go. Ibn Kathir, he told us what it is. As you see, Ibn Kathir, he said, Salah, a sulb, which he keep repeating, is the backbone. And tara'ib is the ribs of the women. Why he did not show us that? As long he's quoting, like he's quoting Ibn Kathir, and Ibn Kathir is not talking for 10 hours about it. It's just a little page. So why you quote what Ibn Kathir is saying without saying what Ibn Kathir is saying? He says, look what he did. Proceeding from between this, brother Ibn Kathir, he said that's proceeding between the sulub and tara'ib. He did not tell us what sulub. You see, he did not translate what Ibn Kathir is saying, because Ibn Kathir is saying the backbone. And the whole idea is trying to avoid to say to us the word backbone and the word ribs. Now, as long we prove from Islamic sources, and actually I can show you from all over, Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Jalalain, whatever you want. Actually, you know what? Let us do it. Let us do it. I will do the following. I will prove to you that the word sulb mean bones. and specifically the backbone. I will do something very simple. Before I do that, I want you to remember how the word sulb look like, because I want to show you that we are not making things up. This is the word sulb. Okay, remember it, please. Or you take a snapshot of it, whatever. And now what we will do, we will go to the Arabic dictionary, the Islamic dictionary, which have 5 Islamic dictionary approved by all Muslims. And we will see what this word as-sulb mean. Let's do it. This is the dictionary of Lisan al-Arab. The word as-sulb is saying عظم من لدن الكاهل. It is a bone from an adult man. A bone from the adult man. It's a bone. And you know what? To show you that I'm not making things up, I will copy it in front of you and take it to Google Translation, and we will translate in the front of your eyes. Here we go. Let us translate, copy, and paste in Google Translation. Google Translation not very accurate, but it's enough to prove our point. Here we go. Notice in here the translation coming as a steel and a steel. Why? Because the word sulb, it's always about something very hard. The same as we use for the bones, the same as we use for steel. This is correct. But the software is confused. But it's about steel and steel because in here it's showing 2 words, as-sulb and as-sulb, because they have 2 different pronunciation, but both of them they are the same. From bones. From bones. In here the translation is coming as in the wrong way. So it's coming from an adult man. It's a bone. It's hard as a steel. Actually, in the dictionary, it says clearly that the word sulb, it's a name of a rock, actually. One of the use of it. Because it's about always something very hard. And by the way, the word sulb chosen in the Quran, because Muhammad, he noticed through a lot of massacres, because he was the Lord of massacres. They burn people, they kill people, that always there's one bone left of the dead most of the time, or you can find it after the dead and hard to break. It is the last one, the small one in the backbone. So Muhammad, he think that this is where the creation of the man come from, and God is going to collect you all together and he build you again by that bone. And we can take actually from the Quran and use it in the same we did in Google Translation. We can use the word sulb. Here we go, sulb. I cannot copy it in here because it have a link, so I will copy it from here. Here we go, and take it to Google Translation and translate. It's coming as a solid. See, so it's a solid thing. It's a bone. It's very hard. It's very tough, and that cannot and never be and will never be about a human being testicles. So the Abdul in here, all what he's trying to do is trying to deceive us, to keep repeating the word sulb and taraib. Look, and hear what he's saying, just to show you how he lied. He's quoting for us what somebody from Islam today, he called him Sheikh. He's saying the word translated as backbone, sulb, and ribs, taraib, is not understood in Arabic to belong to the same person. Okay, we knew that. Arab understands sulb referred to be part of male body, and taraib female body. We knew that. In Ibn Kathir, it refers to sulb and taraib, but he will not tell us what Ibn Kathir is saying. Okay, many non-Arab misinterpret this verse because they think the word sulb and taraib refer to different body part of male. No, we do not do that. This is what Yusuf Ali said. Now, taraib, most of author, a strange words affirmed deciding, what is that? Giving me an American book. Anyway, so in here he mentioned Tafsir al-Jalalain, and I want to show you how Muslim play games always. Look, he said al-Jalalain said issuing from between the sulb of the man and taraib of the woman. Why he insists to keep repeating himself without telling us what sulb mean or what taraib mean? Okay, aren't you translating what al-Jalalain saying? Why you don't tell us what al-Jalalain he said? Sulb and taraib. Let us show you why he don't want to do that. because Al-Jalalain say clearly that the word tara'ib, and by the way, Al-Jalalain say clearly that the word sulb mean backbone, and the word tara'ib mean ribs. But in the translation of Muslims, they're trying to cover it, and I will show you. But it's still, even with the translation, which is false, still he don't want to show it to us. Let's go there. Here we go. It says in here. This is, let's go first to Ibn Jalalain. Read with me. As long as he agree with the Jalalain and he like a Jalalain, look what the Jalalain is saying. And by the way, this is the translation, which is not accurate. I will show you what the Jalalain is saying in Arabic. Issuing from between the loins of the man, which is false, because in the Jalalain it says as-sulb as a backbone, and the breast bones of women. This is why he don't want to show us what it says in the Jalalain as it is in here. You see, he kept repeating tara'ib instead of saying breast bones, because that will destroy all his article, prove Islam to be false. Now, we will go to a Jalalain, as long as this is a Jalalain, and we will see in Jalalain in Arabic what it says. Here we go. This is a Jalalain, and this is the official government website of Saudi Arabia. As you see, QuranAlislam.com. So, when we read in here what the verse is saying, we will see the following. And the one is talking who is a Jalalain. He's saying يخرج من بين الصلب للرجل والترائب للمرأة, coming from between the sulb of a man and tara'ib of a woman, and it is the bones of the women. Now in here it doesn't say the word loins. You see, the Muslim when translate in English it says the word sulb, not loins. There's no loins, because in Arabic, you know, we have the word loins, which is khasya. You know, when like we have different word to use. We have a real word for that thing. We don't use sulb when we speak about, never, no Arabic man, he used the word sulb to speak about khasya, which is the testicles. So the reason he keep repeating, he say Al-Jalalain, but he did not show us what Al-Jalalain says, because he didn't want to show us that Al-Jalalain is saying clearly that it is the, you know, it is not the loins, and it is not the fluid, that tube they are trying to put there, which it exists. It is the women breast. Now, as long it's a fluid coming from the women and the fluid coming from the man. The fluid coming from the man is a backbone, and the fluid coming from the women is in the breast. How Muslims can fix this? They cannot. So what they can do, they kept repeating themselves in this article, saying, this guy he said tara'ib, and this guy he said sulb. Sulb and tara'ib and tara'ib and sulb, and we spend the whole day reading tara'ib and sulb, and nobody want to tell us what tara'ib mean and what sulb mean. And look, he's saying Tanwir al-Miqbas min Tafsir Ibn Abbas, which means he accepts this explanation. Let us go and see why he don't post to us what Ibn Abbas he said. As long he like Ibn Abbas, as long he like Al-Jalalain, why they are not quoting for us what they say? Let us go and see. We go to Ibn Abbas. Here we go. Very easy. We click at Ibn Abbas. Let us see what Ibn Abbas says. Look, oops. Ibn Abbas, again, by the way, in here Ibn Abbas doesn't say the word loins, it says the word sulb. But in the translation, they try to cover it, says the word loins. But they can't play much with the ribs of the man and the ribs of the women. Okay, you know what? The Muslims in the translation, they cover the word sulb, they make it loins. I will let it go. The other true translation is enough to destroy Islam and the Quran, because there is no liquid coming from the ribs of the women. It doesn't matter how you try, Muslims, your Quran is a joke. Anyway, the guy, he continues, he says, do women have semen? And he will try to convince you that Quran does not say that women have semen. Look what he says. This completely false. It seemed like the Prophet Muhammad, who lived 1400 years ago, he knew more about the human production than Mr. Dawood does. Okay. And now he's you know, he tried to tell you about a tube, you know, tube. He's saying that what